EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. In motion comes the tight end left. On second down, here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well. But they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season.
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. Still on his feet. Tyler Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. Or are you going to win that battle? You're going to win the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Jones on the return. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw here. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 49 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. That's out to the left and complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mike Hilton, always dangerous on the corner blitz, and he gets the sack.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit.
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Touchdown, Raiders! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half.
Touchdown! A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Escapes the defender. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, really, they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Counter play with Jacobs. And he works free. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that.
Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 14.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Burrow looking to pass. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty.
First down, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks. Like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will... to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. The throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Gun. Dot. 12. Dot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. There he goes, left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Raiders.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught by Tucker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
11,
Chase the motion man right.
11.
On third down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And well, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
They'll run with Jacobs, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They go with Jacobs, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm. But this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
I'm one, ready?
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mixon. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
12. Hey, Cam.
Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. In motion left, the tight end. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
That keeps the score. Raiders 42, Bengals 27. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the... Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Raiders have got him. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. First down, here's Burrow. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and
11.
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
And the Raiders first down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, got 'em excited.